Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Panthers much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
On play action, here's Shador. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Sanders. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a 3-and-out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
There's Chris Olave. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Come on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught inside the 5. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Let's go now.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
People talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready?
Sanders to throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Let's go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Another chance for Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 4. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Worthy. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Joey Sly and the Panthers field goal unit. For the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll work inside here. Hampton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's good for the Saints.
Back to Hampton on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. But you look at this defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. To throw is Sanders. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready? 70, Timberwolves.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Okay,
They're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Sanders. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Jack, hurt, hurt, 60, Jack, 60, hurt, hurt.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll drop the throw. Well, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
11 yards and a Panther first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing, Sanders. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man, complete. That's Schmidt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now they'll change things up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This now a 3rd and 4. Sanders. This one taken in by Olave. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And they'll get him down past the 15, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Hurt. 18 left. 18 left. Hurt. Back to 60.
Now back to throw. Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. He sets to fire deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a lead down to 10, 24-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good for a Panthers.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, some strong running. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Give up the middle, Hubbard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Right back to Hubbard. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action, they'll throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready? Ready?
Here's Sanders. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. See what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
70 Ranger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Dragon 60.
Now Sanders. That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Buffalo 18. Ready?
Throwing again, it's Sanders. Over the middle, complete. It's Schmidt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 70.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19-13, right here. Hurt 19, cut 19. Hurt.
They'll set up to throw. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. It's Sanders. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Purple 80. 19 Lions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. You watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Palmer. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
complete to
Panther 60,
24.
Panther 60.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
They go play action now. Sanders. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. This one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Saints 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw now, here's Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alontae Taylor. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
To throw is Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down.
Ready?
Throwing, Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Sanders to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. He's on his way. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Gain of 4 yards. That's good.
Let's go now.
Saints. First down.
On 1st down, hits Hampton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Panthers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take.
You wanted something to say.